Hey everyone, how is it going? Today is Tuesday. It's Tuesday, right? Just
It's
want to make
Tuesday.
sure. Today is Tuesday, and today on the weekday Realify, we're going to be talking about 10 steps to a great logo design. Logos are super important. Many times you see logos and you know exactly what they are without even seeing the name of the business or company that it's associated with. Some of the most famous logos, Nike is just a swoosh, McDonald's is just an M, Adidas is just like 3 lines on the shoe. You know, when you see it, what it is. So it's important for real estate agents to have a memorable logo. And a lot of times we see a lot of throwaway opportunities. Everyone does like the roof, the key, you know what I'm saying? Like the chimney, and that's okay. But think a little bit outside the box a little bit, and don't go on Canva and just grab a templated logo. You want to differentiate yourself. You do that, you're going to see dozens of other agents with similar logos because they went to the same place. So let's go through the 10 things that you need to remember in order to create a great logo. So we talked about this in our very first session, understanding your brand, like what, the 10 steps to creating a great brand. So if you weren't present for that, go back onto the YouTube and watch the very first one that we did last Tuesday. But understanding your brand is important for a great logo. You want to start by thoroughly understanding your brand identity as a real estate agent, your values, your target audience, which we definitely talked about many times. What makes your service unique, and what do you want to convey through the logo? So let's talk about the brand identity, the target audience, and the brand values and messaging. So with a brand identity, every brand, even real estate agents, have a unique identity that sets you apart from your competitors. So it's essential to delve deep into what makes the agent's brand unique. This involves identifying the core values, mission, vision. Ask yourself questions like, what is my primary focus? What sets me apart from other agents? What do I want to be known for? So ask yourself those questions so you can create that brand identity for you and use that towards creating your logo. Your target audience, which we've talked about many times, is knowing the audience that you want to help. We talked about creating your client avatar, describing the type of person you want to work with. The target audience is important in the logo because it should resonate with your target audience. So different demographics require different design approaches. For example, a logo for a luxury real estate agent targeting high net worth people might look completely different than someone who's going after a first-time home buyer. So understanding your target audience's preference, their needs, their aspirations, and designing your logo is super important because it'll definitely help appeal to them. And your brand values and messaging. So a logo is a visual representation of your brand's values, and understanding the elements is critical in designing a logo that conveys the right message. So if the real estate agent values trust, integrity, and professionalism, which I'm sure all of you do, because that would be a shame if you didn't. Imagine if you're like, no, I'm a liar and I'm completely unprofessional and unreliable and uncommunicative. No, I hope that you're not. I know you're not. The logo should reflect all these qualities through its design elements, colors, and the typography. Other things you should think about: unique selling proposition, and your long-term brand goals. So just to recap: brand identity, target audience, brand values and messaging, selling proposition, brand goals. Those things you should definitely keep in mind when you're thinking of how your logo should look.
I love it.
Leslie, I'll let you take it.
Yes. Yeah. So 10 steps to a great logo design, right? So we're going to consider the versatility of your logo. So again, we want to think about where it's going to be able to fit on digital platforms. It should be scalable without losing its impact. So as we know that we want to share our logo in various places from digital platforms like websites and social, but we want to make sure that that logo looks good and remains recognizable in both print and digital formats. So number 2, size adaptability. A versatile logo should work equally well at different sizes. It should be legible and maintain its visual impact, whether it's scaled down for a small business card or enlarged for a billboard. So ensure that you have the right size that will fit in every single facet of your marketing. Digital screens. Remember, the digital devices on your logo should be able to look crisp and clear. We talked about this last week, and just your image and the quality of your image, HD all the time, professional photos, right? This also goes back to how your logo looks. So ensure that it looks professional and it's high definition. Because over time, we want it to be able to be adaptable and versatile so that you'll forever use it. And it's something that will always stand out. It should be timeless. So think about a logo that you're never going to get sick of. Nick?
Yeah, I'm just dropping this link in the chat.
Yeah. Do we have any questions or?
Here's an article that I like that has some really great logos, because Lorena was asking. So there's I think 15 or 16 logos there that are super nice. So go take a look at those and get some inspiration. Okay. We talked about this also, SWOT analysis, research the competition. So study logos that other real estate agents in the area are using, what they look like, identify common themes and elements to make sure that your logo stands out while still fitting within the industry norms. And also with that link that I dropped in the chat, you will notice a lot of things about them, that they're simple. Simplicity is key. Keep the logo design simple and easily recognizable. A cluttered or overly complex logo can be challenging to reproduce and to remember. So that link I dropped in the chat, if you're watching on Zoom, has some really great examples of simple logos. And also, this is super important. I'm going to just bring up something that I posted in the REALIFY group. Yeah, I'm going to share my screen in a second so we can talk about this. But the color palette is important. So choose a color scheme that reflects the brand's personality and evokes desired emotions. So like, for example, selecting the right color palette is critical of a logo design because it plays a significant role in conveying the brand's personality and evoking specific emotions. So like blue is often associated with trust, reliability, professionalism. It conveys stability and security. And so that is a common choice in real estate logos because clients like to see those qualities in their agents. So like green, for example, is thought of when it comes to growth, nature, health. So if you think about some of like the health food companies out there, you'll see a lot. You'll see a lot of green. And then red is associated with energy and passion. It's less common in real estate logos, but can be used to highlight excitement or urgency in property sales, which I'm assuming is why Keller Williams uses it. So let me show you this kind of cool, let me show you this cool diagram here. Let me share my screen. Yeah, here. I posted this in the command group. I'm sorry, not the command group, the REALIFY group. And it just kind of has several colors and what they mean and examples of companies that use them in their logos. So it's pretty cool, right? Orange, friendliness, success, courage, confidence. Purple, royalty, imaginative, creative. I just think this is, it's interesting. So red can be a negative, like danger and risk. Well, risk isn't always a negative, but can also be positive, like passion. And my mom just texted me her new logo is red and white. So let's see. Her new logo is red and white. So energy, strength, attention, passion, love, and purity, safety, goodness. Love it. That's awesome.
Oh, Catherine says we left out yellow. Where is yellow in this?
I didn't leave it out. This is just if you Google logo color palette or color meanings, you'll find one, and some of them have more colors, but this one I like.
I'm sure there's a definition or something about yellow out there, right?
There's got to be.
There's got to be sunshine.
Yeah. So anyway,
Awesome.
that was a good one to go to look at and get some.
I love that one. It's just a great visual. And then of course we talk about typography, right? I can't even talk today. I don't know what's going on with my language, but just one of those days.
So typography,
font, an easier way to say it, font.
Much easier.
So select a font that can align with your brand image and ensure that it looks professional and it's timeless. And again, get to know all the fonts that are out there that will represent who you are, right? So are you a little bit more luxury? Are you a little bit more approachable? Think of those sort of characteristics within yourself that you want to portray in your logo. Don't overthink it. Keep it simple, keep it timeless. And of course, think about symbolism. So incorporate symbols and icons that are related to real estate. Like Nick said, we might see a lot of roofs or a lot of homes or a lot of keys. Try to think about something that's outside the norm that somebody else isn't using to give yourself that competitive edge, right? So be a little bit creative and think outside the box and really think about who you are and how it's going to represent you at the end of the day.
Love it.
So ensure that those key elements are key. Yeah. Yep. Go ahead, Nick.
Sorry, I'm just gonna post this. I'm just gonna post this in the chat. The logo, the color diagram from the Facebook group. So if you guys want to grab that and take a look at it. So if you don't feel like Googling, it's a good one. All right. So anyway, sorry about that. Symbol, you're good. Yeah, I didn't. If I interrupted, I apologize.
No, it's all good. Just reiterating, I think just keeping it simple, because I see a lot of people who are like, I need a logo, and then they overcomplicate the logo, and then they never get it done, right?
Yeah.
Or like you said, Nick, they go on Canva and they're just like copying and pasting a template that somebody else might already have used. So be original. Yeah.
I wanted to go back a little bit to the versatility. It's really important. I was doing something while you were talking about this, so I didn't get to chime in. But the different media types when you're thinking of how your logo should look is super important to think about. So like, you'll see square logos, right? Like where they're stacked, things are like stacked on top of each other. That's going to be difficult to put like at the top of at the top of a website or on the back of a business card. Cause the more streamlined it is, as opposed to squared, the more versatile it's going to be. If it's at the top of a website, the back of a business card, it looks better on mobile. So I just want you guys to keep that in mind as well. Like if you look at the Keller Williams logo, or you look at, I don't know, the Lab Coat Agents logo. I'm going to throw that out there. Also, there's, you could also think about like a brand. Oh, what's it called? A brand. Oh shoot, forgetting the name of it, but it's like the image of the logo without the words. It's right on the tip of my tongue. Brand. Oh, I'm forgetting. It'll come to me at the end.
Okay.
But like if you look at Lab Coat Agents, we have here. Let me actually.
Why don't you go find that? But I like what Teddy said. Yellow is described as creativity, happiness, warmth, and cheer. There you go. I was like, I knew there was a little bit of sunshine in there somewhere with yellow.
Yeah, let me show here. This is what I'm talking about. So like on Lab Coat Agents, see how if you remove Lab Coat Agents and you just have this, the house and the kind of like, atom looking thing, that looks good by itself on a hat or on a shirt. And people in the real estate industry, when they see that, they know that it's lab coat agents. So like with Keller Williams, they don't really have one other than the KW. They don't need to spell out Keller Williams. So that's essentially what it is. You see KW, it's Keller Williams. Other companies like Remax, if they, you see the balloon, it's Remax, right? So,
Right.
it's the image of the logo without the words. So it's
Mhm.
good to think about something along those lines as well.
Well, another thing with versatility too, it's like, just be cautious of replicating somebody else's logo that's already out there that everybody knows about. And you
Mhm.
don't want to confuse the consumer about your services, right? So,
Yep.
don't try to be like Nike. You're in real estate.
Right. All right. So let's go to balance and proportion. So you got to maintain a balanced composition with the logo design, considering the placement and size of all the elements. So just make sure that it looks good, like everything's the right size, like everything's centered or off center, wherever you want it to be. Just make sure like the balance and the proportion of the logo creates a visual harmony. And then you want to test it for scalability. So test the logo at various different sizes to make sure that it remains legible and visibly appealing. So like if it's on a mobile website, or if it's on a Facebook business page, you want to make sure that like, even if it's small, you can still read the words. If it's large, it doesn't look too, crazy big, but, make sure that it looks good at different sizes. And Leslie, I'll let you do this one here.
Yeah, so seek professional design. Again, try not to be the person that's going to go create the logo. As if you don't have the skill set, just don't do it. Go hire somebody to do it for you, and then give that person feedback on what it's supposed to look like, and also the types of sizing that you're looking to have multiple types of sizing for those situations. Like Nick said, your website, you want to look at it on your phone to see if your logo looks good on your phone, what it looks like on a tablet, what it looks like on a computer, right? So you think about all those digital platforms as well as the print. So your print designs, how is that going to look on your listing presentations, your marketing brochures for your listings, things of that nature. So this can always bring in the vision to life when ensuring your design meets all those standards. So consider hiring a professional graphic designer for sure.
I wanted to see if I could find something here. Hold on a second. Oh, yeah. Can I show you guys this? Okay. This was where is it? Okay, here it is. I'm gonna share my screen again. This was, I loved this logo. So this was our logo when we were the Baldwin Dream Team, when I was with my mom on her team with her. I loved the way they did the house in the A with the window and the door. So like if you're gonna do a house, do it creatively, like something along these lines. And if you have an A in your name, go ahead, just steal that. You know what I mean? Like I loved this logo when we had it created for us, because it's a real estate logo, but they played with the letters. Do you know what I mean? Maybe I'm biased because it was our
I
team.
like the door.
Mom, you liked this logo, right?
Yeah, I love this logo. I think it was designed by my daughter.
I don't think it was designed. I think it was was it? Because I thought it was designed by a curator.
No,
It was designed by oh, really? I didn't know it was designed.
yeah, we had some in-house help
Oh, okay. Well, if
back
Allegra
then.
designed it, that's good.
Yeah,
I forgot that she did that.
but we were the first team in our area, so I think it was really important to stand out and to have that name a little bigger than usual.
So you have to remember that a great logo is a long-term investment in your identity for your brand, and it should be memorable, timeless, It should be able to adapt to evolving trends while representing a real estate agent's core values and services. And a great logo is one that maintains its visual appeal, legibility, recognizability across a wide range of applications. By considering versatility during the logo's design process, you can ensure that the real estate agent's brand image remains consistent and effective across all mediums and scenarios. And the color palette, I'm just going over kind of what we discussed. It's a very powerful tool in real estate and in your design, and it should be selected thoughtfully, considering the psychological and emotional impact that each color has and how it aligns with your brand's personality and values. And the right color can help create a memorable and effective logo that communicates trustworthiness, stability, sophistication, or any other desired qualities of the real estate brand. And so, like, your consumer might not know that yellow represents something or red represents something, but it's the feeling that that color gives them. Like when you see a red sports car, like that's powerful, right? So definitely the colors are very important. And one thing I didn't mention before was even the colors, no matter what colors you choose, you should also make sure that your logo looks good in black and white, because there may be some instances where you put the logo on like a flyer or a postcard or a brochure, and the colors, maybe they don't go with the way the flyer looks or the way the house looks, and you just want to do a simple black and white. Sometimes with luxury, black and white is the way to go. So just make sure that it looks good that way too.
Yes, and you have to remember transparent background, right, Nick?
Yeah, have it make sure the background is transparent.
Yeah.
For when you're uploading it to certain pieces of mailing pieces, and that's definitely something to take into account. Any questions, comments, concerns? Do you think using an actual house drawing in the logo is overkill or redundant? It depends. Like I just showed you how our old logo looked like, where they used the A to create the house with the window and the door. So it just depends. Like some of the stuff that I'm used to seeing is like the roof with the chimney, and it doesn't like fit in there, right? Like it's just used over and over again. So be creative with it. You know what I mean? If you could like use the letters to here, let me see if I can, there's another one. Let me see if I can find this one. Hold on. One second. See if we can find this one logo.
Put in the chat what
Okay,
you guys
here
have
it is.
learned today. Oh,
Here
are
it
you
is.
ready? Okay, good.
Yeah. Oh wait, that's not a good image of it. See if we can find a better image. Hold on. Oh yeah, here it is. Okay. So this is a logo.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. Barbara, you're making me laugh over here.
What?
Barbara says her initials are BS, so something that she's also
okay,
aware
well,
of.
yeah,
You can't really put that in a logo.
here's an example. You could say real estate without the BS.
Oh yeah, hey.
Here's an example of a logo of an agent from the local Keller Williams. So Gilman Group. So we did it kind of like Chanel, because I helped her design this when she came over because I was team leader. So we kind of did it like a Chanel logo, but with a GG as the key. So like if you like, I was saying before, I'm not a big fan of the keys in the houses, but I am a fan if you incorporate the logo inside of the key or inside the house. You know what I mean? GG, Gilman Group, looks like Chanel. It's recognizable, but it's a key. And so you know what it is. You know what I mean? So anyway, yeah. Thanks guys.
everyone. Yeah.
Hope you enjoyed today's call. And what are we doing tomorrow? Oh, local SEO.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Local search engine optimization. So we'll talk about blogs and video again. A lot of this stuff we're going to start incorporating, these masterminds and all the things that we're learning, it's all going to come together. Subdivisions, highlighting communities. So that'll be tomorrow. So make sure you show up for SEO and spread the word on these masterminds.
Yeah.
Don't hide it all to yourself.
Yes, hashtag brand your world on social. Don't forget.
Yeah,
This is your opportunity.
I know you want to hide it all for yourself.
Thanks, guys.
But don't. Thanks, guys. This replay will be up later today. Appreciate you. See you soon.
Bye-bye.